TotalMix 2.0 is a free software update for all existing RME interfaces. And in today's video, I want to show you some of the new workflow enhancements and features. Let's begin with the most obvious one, and that has to be, of course, the brand new vector-based design. It shares the same technology as DIGICheck NG, which means it's freely resizable and also hardware accelerated. Because the new design of TotalMix 2.0 is vector-based and therefore freely resizable, we are able to do things that couldn't have been done before in previous versions of TotalMix. So for example, I can zoom in and out. If I hold my command key and then use my scroll wheel, I can actually zoom into the channel view, and also I can zoom in and out of my sidebar. Absolutely fantastic. TotalMix 2.0 also reduces menu diving by giving you more information on the channel. So if you look closely, I have this new microphone icon next to the pen control, and that indicates that I have 48 volts or phantom power activated. Underneath, I see also the gain setting. This is also true for the instrument channels. Another great addition is Loopback Indication. I love Loopback, but in previous versions of TotalMix, it was kind of hard to see whether or not Loopback was activated on a channel. This is now gone because I have this little Loopback indicator on the submix and also on the respective input channel. One of the most requested features was coloring channels in TotalMix FX. In previous versions of TotalMix, you could color the name of the channel, but now the full channel is colored. So all you have to do is right-click on the name, as in previous versions of TotalMix, and then you can select the color that you would like to have for that particular channel. What I really like about the new graphics engine is the amount of customization. So if I go to my preferences window, you can see that we have a brightness correction as in previous versions of TotalMix. I like the high contrast mode the most, but we also have this option to highlight the selected submix frame. So if I deselect that, what you can see now is that my selected submix is only a little bit lighter in color. But if I activate the highlight submix frame, well, then I have a frame around the selected submix. Another thing that I really like is the new light theme. Many people requested this, and this is now finally possible thanks to the new graphics engine. Visual refinements are also part of TotalMix 2.0. One of the most noticeable changes is the behavior of the level meters. Once a channel reaches the underflow state, its level meter automatically disappears. This reduces visual clutter and makes large sessions with many channels easier to navigate, allowing you to focus on the channels that are actually active. For those of you who want to use the old design, that is still possible. All you have to do is go to Window and select Toggle Old New Design. And if you want to go back to the new design, you go to Toggle Old New Design again, and then you get, in fact, the new vector-based design. So far, we have spoken a lot about graphics, but TotalMix 2.0 is far more than just a visual update. Actually, there are a lot of powerful changes under the hood. One of the things I want to show you is the new options for the snapshots. So if you go to your preferences window, what you can see now is that we can set actually what a snapshot should contain as well. So we can load, for example, the room EQ settings with each snapshot. We can load the groups, and that will contain the mute, solo, and fader groups. And we can also load record and play if you have a UCX, for example, or another RME interface that has Durag. So this can be stored now separately for each snapshot, which enhances your workflow drastically. TotalMix 2.0 also has now shortcuts that are really cool. So undo and redo, for example, we have them here at the top, and most people didn't know they existed, are now easy just to use with shortcuts. You just use Command Z or Command Y, and then you can do undo and redo. Really cool. Another great thing is if I just do hotkey R. So if I just press my R key, then I can reset the peak or the overload indicator in TotalMix, which helps me a lot. All right, that was just a brief overview of some of the changes in TotalMix 2.0. There are a lot of things that have also been added, but this would absolutely make this video like 4 hours long. So I compressed it down. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.